What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA IMPACT Wrestling review, which is now the first Impact of the year. And I'm going to get to the end where to say there was a lot of wrestling this week, which I don't even know if I can keep making any more videos on this, but I probably will. I've had a cold earlier and it hasn't done me well. But let's first start off with the news for Impact before we get to the episode of Impact. Pretty much now, TNA Impact is now owned by Anthem, and their logo was on the turnbuckle and on the pads, kind of a little different color to the ropes, making it blue. As pretty much Pope talked about TNA making TNA great again, which has kind of gone on too many years really. But there is new ownership now. Dixie Carter is not in control of TNA anymore. She's not a majority stakeholder. She's a minority equity stakeholder. Anthem is back, and as in other news for Jeff Jarrett and Dutch Mantell are back with the creative team. So we will see how that goes. Alright, Dutch Mantell, Dutch Mantell, he has a mind for the business. He was really great there, and he's been great in many other places of being a booker. So he has a mind for the business. Jeff Jarrett, if people can check his ego, then I won't have a problem. Because I don't know what happened to that whole Global Force Wrestling. Because for the past how long has it been going? Almost 2 years now, since 2014. We haven't seen nothing from this Global Force thing, really. It's been a failure, really. It's supposed to be a company. Like, the last time I heard about Global Force was when Cody Rhodes won their title over there. So, I didn't even know it was still going. Because it looked like it was going somewhere. Then it stopped. Nobody in here. Jeff Jarrett kept trying to just get rich quick scheme plans. Most of his roster has never even been updated. Half of those guys are now in either TNA or WWE or Ring of Honor or even went back to New Japan. Because look, you don't see any of these people part of this show. I don't have Steiner if he's still there. I don't see Jim Cornette over there. We know Gallows and Anderson went to WWE. Perkins went to WWE. Tyrus is on TNA. Sonata went back to New Japan Pro Wrestling. This is just people I'm naming off the top of my head. Mickey James is supposed to be now signing back with WWE. And I don't know who else is part of that Global Force Wrestling roster. I think the Young Bucks, and I know Sanjay Dutt did have their title or something, and I know Kurt Hawkins was over there, but he's back in WWE now. So I don't know what Jeff Jarrett's plan is. If Jeff Jarrett is here to further the company with TNA and make it better like it was years ago, even a few years ago really, then I have no problem with that. Him and Dutch Mantell, it's good. Which I will say Anthem is making some good business decisions. I've been making to bad a little, but it may be part of issues that are not controlled, maybe. So, hiring Mantell and Jarrett, it's a 50-50. Mantell good. Jarrett, I don't trust him that much, but we'll see how that goes. Dixie Carter not being in control anymore. That's good, even though Billy Corgan could have been controlled to begin with. But I don't know. Dixie Carter is a very petty woman. And hopefully Anthem in control now. Maybe, and just maybe, by the smidget, maybe Billy Corgan will be hired back with TNA Wrestling. I don't know. I know they had a falling out, Anthem and Billy, but they did come up to a settlement where I guess I remember hearing Billy, they had the same vision, they agreed on the same ideas, and Billy knew that Anthem was best because they did have the money to fund for TNA. Now, if they can hire Billy back and just bring his mind in, I do really believe Billy Corgan has a mind for the business. Billy Corgan cared for TNA. He actually did care. He gave it to him. But Dixie wanted to be just a very petty person, and in the court case, and it's a lot into that. But let's move into the episode. I just want to get to the point of who the owner is now. As Eddie Edwards came out, he wished the fans a happy new year, and he said he's champion right now, but he's got a target on his back, and he has a surprise tonight. Where Bobby Lashley came out saying, I want a rematch, because after that fight in Cameron, North Carolina, which nobody really won, we're going to settle this tonight. Right now, or tonight. Until EC3 came out then. I won the title a year ago on this day. Fans did chant TNA, then he says EC3 said it sounded like a champ, then people tried to do champ for Eddie. As Lashley pretty much said, Great, I gotta fight 2 cheerleaders, and EC3 said he wanted his rematch for the title, and Eddie Edwards says it's gonna be a triple threat match, but EC's gonna have a special surprise tonight. He did say that. He did say that, special surprise, which is kind of predictable, really. I think people all knew, but also Mike Bennett came out as he debuted over a year ago in TNA. They were ready to go against, he was ready to go against Moose for the TNA Grand Championship, which was actually a better match as it got better with this whole 3-round thing. They both of them have a good match, really, and if they had it before, even after Bound for Glory, or leading up in Bound for Glory, they did, but they really did, put on a really good match. I will say that. Both Moose and Bennett. Bennett did get the win by a split decision, and he beat Mike Bennett for defending his grand championship. So I really did enjoy that match. The crowd was actually into it. Swaggle was in the back with Vanguard 1 until Matt Hardy came up. He says you sent to infiltrate Total Nonstop Deletion by your bastardly father, Meek Man, and sorry, so I'm not really his son. It wasn't real, which is why we were talking about that. He says, wonderful, and walked off in, and he pretty much said, that's what the only normal ones around here. JB came out, and Rockstar Spud came out, said it's going to be his year, a new start for him and the company, as he went against Swaggle, which he was beaten by Swaggle at Celtic Cross, and then he pretty much said TNA sucks, and then he quit. As he talked about there are people saying he could buy song then. Now I don't know if this is true or this is an angle, whatever they're doing with Rockstar Spud. I hope he's not really gone. I'm not sure. And I like Rockstar Spud, but he's better as a face. And he didn't really do that much. He was there, but I think he was better as a face than he is a heel. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a plan for Rockstar Spud. I don't know if he's really gone in that, but we'll see. Mike Bennett was in the back talking to Moose then, saying that no judges, no rounds, me and you, one-on-one, anything goes. Tomorrow night in the pay-per-view, which I hope we get to that at the end of the pay-per-view. As Moose pretty much walked off then, Eli Drake saying, like, it's me speaking, dummy, yeah. It was next. Eli Drake then came out for Fact of Life. As he introduced the Hardys, coming out to Ruddy playing the piano, saying, you'll fade away and classify yourself as obsolete. Obsolete. As Brother Nero and Broken Matt came out, they talked about Total Nonstop Deletion, and Drake wasn't there. And Matt said he sent anybody and invite everybody. He sent everyone in space and time, the day of the new and the bucks of youth. So, the day of the new and the bucks of youth. And he says he won a special invite. As Jeff pretty much talked about their hospitality, the eternity, and you might have a Hardy Hospital, Drake pretty much at the dummy yeah button. And he said he's going to delete your little title reign right there. As Matt and Jeff pretty much challenged him to the pay-per-view tomorrow night for the one night only one. As they all chanted delete, yeah, obsolete, yeah, delete, obsolete, dummy, and stuff. So, moving on. Okay. Yeah, can never get done. Stuff done like this. Hmm. I was gonna say deletion. He told Eli Drake to pick a partner for tomorrow night. And then Eddie Edwards in the back talking about he's going to be defending the world title. As Lashley said, well, let's see what your surprise is. They kept talking about the surprise. The Decay went against the Helms Dynasty and everything. They don't remember anything about being thrown in the Lake of Reincarnation or at the Hardy compound, but it's all about unity and stuff. As Decay pretty much beat them, and let's talk about the Decay real quick, which their music was changed. Now, hmm. Now I know this is a licensing issue with the Decay, but they do not have their Nobody's theme song anymore. So I don't know if Billy Corgan took that away also, which even I think he should just let them keep that because that was a really good song for them to come out to. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the new one Decay has when they come out, but give it time. But I think it is kind of a letdown that they got rid of the Marilyn Manson Decay song because it was really good. And then after that, the DCC pretty much came out and hit them with beer bottles. So people wonder who's the face and who's the heel. So, like, I guess K is face or something, or DCC is heel, or whatever they're doing. I don't know. I'm interested in understanding the DCC sometimes. Maria and came out to cut a promo with Laurel Van Ness and Sienna as they talked about Allie, and it was going to be a match. And as Allie said, bring it on, which people were actually into this match with Allie versus Sienna. And pretty much the crowd kind of popped for her doing not a suplex, but pretty much slamming Sienna to the ground. And the crowd pretty much went nuts for it as Braxton Sutter was out there, but I guess Van Ness pretty much started to go to Sutter and Allie got distracted and Sienna pretty much took the AK-47, the silencer for the win. So the crowd was actually into that. They also talked about the new app for the UK and the Ireland fans who can watch the show or any pay-per-view, even a pay-per-view for tomorrow night on Friday, the one night only, which they had not. I didn't even know there was going to be a pay-per-view until I knew about it. I don't think anybody knew it was, but I did check it out tonight. Eddie Edwards then went against Lashley and EC3 for the World Heavyweight Championship in a triple threat match. It was a really great main event. And as the main event pretty much went on, people wondered if it was going to be a run-in or overbooked match, but pretty much Bobby Lashley was going to hit Eddie Edwards with the title at the end, which was, like I said, a really great main event until Davey Richards actually returned and distracted Lashley, and Eddie Edwards hit the Boston Knee Party on Bobby Lashley to get the pin. So it's fun to see the Wolves back together, especially Davey Richards. He's been gone for a very, very long time, especially with his knee. They said he had knee surgery or something, so yeah, but it is kind of cool to see the Wolves again. Some people, and they kind of spoiled it all night. Like, they didn't say it, but people really kind of knew, and you kind of knew he was going to return. So, that happened, and I know it was a pay-per-view tonight, the one-night-only pay-per-view, which was actually a really good pay-per-view. It kind of dragged on a little, but it had some great matches out there. Like I said, the Hardys versus Eli Drake, and Tyrus was his partner. EC3 versus Eddie Edwards for the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Rosemary versus Sienna for the Knockouts Championship. Moose versus Mike Bennett for the Grand Championship. And it was a really great match, really. No holds barred, which was really enjoyable. But yeah, that was a really great match. There's been a lot of wrestling to get through the week. I ought to do a review on Wrestle Kingdom 11. I had to check that out this week, which was worth the show. Which I know everyone and their mom is now talking about. Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship and the Tokyo Dome the other night. So it was a lot to say about that. Some say it's the match of the year, the match of the decade, and some say the greatest match of all time. And that's all a lot from there, from Cody Rhodes and Juice Robinson, Bullet Club, lots and lots of Bullet Club, the cursing thing with the Gorillas of Destiny, Young Bucks, Ring of Honor Championship on the line with Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, and Kushida versus Tanahashi, or formerly known as Kamaitachi, Tetsuya Naito versus, oh, that's Tanahashi, I got the wrong one. Well, yeah, I don't remember, guys. He was formerly known as Kamaitachi. The one with the junior heavyweight title, that was the one going against Kushida. Then the Intercontinental title, there was a lot of title changes. You're going to see a lot of those with Pongy Vice and the Young Bucks. Even in the New Japan Battle Royale, I got to see Billy Gunn out there, which was cool. I just wanted to keep a little snippet of that. And maybe I could do a review on Wrestle Kingdom 11, but I was not going to stay up at 2 a.m. to watch that show. I waited till the next day. But TNA actually put on a great show. Now, even the pay-per-view was really good. Hopefully, Anthem will make some better decisions. Like, they're doing it good right now. I still don't understand what I don't know why I wish they didn't get rid of the Case theme song. Jeff Jarrett, I'm still a little questionable about. Maybe, like I said, it needs to be a lot of rebranding, a lot of fixing, get people aware of TNA again. Like, it's got to get out there. It's going to take some time, but I do believe Anthem is making a few good decisions right now. Wrestling-wise, they're bringing Dutch Mantel back and Jeff Jarrett. Like I said, bring Billy Corgan getting back. I don't mind that either, but let's get some good things going on with this show. They want to be great again, because it's about time. Dixie Carter should have been out of control a long time ago, and Billy Corgan should have been in. This has gone on far enough, and hopefully this Anthem thing will supply the money to do that. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace.